If you want to stay up to date with all current hip hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become part of this community. This past week has been very exciting for Tyler the Creator fans. First, we kind of got this very mysterious beginning of the rollout for his new album, Call Me If You Get Lost. Then we got a new single, all of these events I made videos about when they happened. But the other day, about a day or two ago, we actually got the official announcement from him that this is in fact an album and the release date at which we're getting it. So let's take a deeper look at it. So as I said, to kind of recap on what happened, there were mysterious billboard signs around LA, having like a text on it saying, call me if you get lost, and then there was a phone number, and if you called that phone number, you could hear a conversation between Tyler and his mom, and this message that you heard when you called the number changed just as time passed. At other points in time, we had little snippets from Now We Know new songs that he's about to drop on this new album. Then after that, we got that little snippet for that Sweet/Side Street song where we can already see, a scene from a music video possibly. I made a whole video about that. We also saw numbers in front of those tracks. We saw that Sweet track was numbered 10. We saw that other track, which is the next big thing, Lumberjack, the first official single that we had for this new album, is titled with the number 5. So we can kind of see a track list going on here, and that kind of made fans assume that there was in fact an album coming, and all of this pointed towards that. Now at the end of both of those videos, we also saw the same sign again with the Call Me If You Get Lost and then that number. If you go to callmeifyougetlost.com, you can also see that same kind of graphic that he always used to promote it so far. And then the other day, this is kind of the big news, he took to Instagram to share a picture of like a made-up license of travel with his profile on there, even though, his name is a bit altered. So again, this might be a new character that he's playing. His first name is still Tyler though, but his last name is not his real last name, but I guess just part of a new character that he's creating. We've seen him do this with previous albums in the past. We've seen him do this with Igor very famously. So we know Tyler likes to do that. So I guess we're getting a new character on this new one. Now, another thing that we can see on this license of travel is that the date of issue is June 25th, 2021. This is also the release date that he confirmed in the caption. He said, call me if you get lost, June 25th. So we're getting that, release date announced officially here. Now, one thing, if you take a closer look at this license of travel, there's a couple of things that you can pick up. For example, when you look at the little text, it says license of travel. This is to certify that the person named and described above is permitted to travel and explore freely unless detained by law. Important, the holder of this license wrote, composed, and arranged all songs within the attached record unless stated otherwise. So this is exactly the same thing that he did on Igor, where he, very proudly placed his real name on the front of the cover and said that all songs were arranged by him, written by him, recorded by him, which in the interview later on, he explained that he doesn't do that to seem kind of cocky or arrogant, but it's rather that'll help him in the future when people like, movie directors will go back to his discography and see that he's actually the one arranging the whole thing, and this will help him in the future open new doors for new, creative ventures that he has. This is also going to be the cover art, this license thing. He also posted another picture with it, which is a drawn, picture of him with two suitcases in his hands with a kind of like mountains and a lake in the background, which I think looks really dope and would make for an amazing cover art. But the Call Me If You Get Lost website also got changed and now includes box sets with t-shirts and digital albums. And on there, also this license or this travel license is the cover art. So I'm guessing, and this is pretty, much confirmed now, that this picture of the license to travel and that white background is going to be the cover art. So I guess we can expect that. This whole thing, I said in those videos that I made before this one that I loved how he does the rollout for this one. He's again creating some sort of narrative or story through making this whole thing very mysterious with the billboard sign, the phone calls, then that kind of random video for Side Street or Sweet he posted, but then also all of a sudden releasing that Lumberjack single, which, you know, now that I've listened to it a couple more days, I actually like it more than I did in the beginning. Also have to correct one thing. This was in collaboration with DJ Drama, but it was produced by himself too. So I guess I gotta give credit where it's due and give him the credit for this one, because he did produce this himself. I think it reminds me a lot of Cherry Bomb. I saw a lot of you guys say that in the comments as well. I guess we're not doing that like synthesizer mysterious sound from Igor, but going back to a previous form that Tyler had, you know, kind of taken on during those 2014, 2015 Cherry Bomb days. And I like that. I think if he kind of perfects that, you know, form of himself, that style, then that can truly be something great. Of course, we can expect some self-discovery, some talking about his feelings if the album is called Call Me If You Get Lost. I love how this all has a concept behind it, with him being this certified traveler or authorized traveler with this license of travel, because in this case, literally, he can get lost. And I guess this could all be used as a metaphor for life, where he's a traveler through life. He can explore freely unless detained by law, as it said on that license. But if he ever gets lost, this album will be something that he can just, you know, pick up and put on, and that's kind of his escape from that. And I think that's also what he wants people to use it as. If people in their own lives feel lost or feel like they, you know, have some sort of stuff they go through, they can put on this record. Maybe their feelings are reflected in that as well, and they can relate. We've seen him do this very successfully with Flower Boy. That's still one of my favorite, you know, albums to this day. I think people can relate to that pretty well, and everyone can relate to that pretty well. Tyler got very personal on that one, and I hope that we get that same, you know, style from Tyler again on this new record. So yeah, the single so far, Lumberjack, and what we've heard from Sweet or Side Street so far, I think is dope. I think is going to make for a great album. I love the direction he's taking so far. I love that there's a story behind this whole rollout, and I'm very much looking forward to this. Like, a Tyler record is always something that I'm excited for. We know that there's, you know, some track lists on there. We know track 10 and 5. If we ever get the track list, y'all know y'all getting some more videos on this until it comes out. So yeah, be subscribed for that if you want to stay up to date. And yeah, now I want to know what you think about this. That's all my thoughts, but now I want to know what you think about this. Do you like Lumberjack? What do you think of this new announcement? We're getting it June 25th, so very soon. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.